Hello guys, what's going on? This is Yorkie here and welcome back to another episode of this Ajax Youth Rebuild Career Mode is kind of what we're going to call it. Now we have a massive game to kick off this episode against Liverpool, which will decide our Champions League fates. We're already out of the Champions League, but we're trying to make it into the Europa League. That is the aim for this one. We need to beat Liverpool and Rangers in Europe, and we will, hopefully, if Rangers lose their game, get Europa League football. I also want to say thank you on the support on episode number 1. Thank you very much. I've gone and scouted your suggestions, and also you suggested where our third scout should go. And we are going to send him to Morocco, because I really like the idea of that. Obviously, Hakim Ziyech played for Ajax, a very good player. Maybe someone we could bring back at some point. 9 months and any is just what we're going to do with this one. We did technically gifted for the other two. I've also now started retraining Ferreira to play on the right wing. That was something else that was suggested. We'll see what he's rated on the right wing. Cabral is already set to play the right wing, so I'm 50-50 on that, but we'll see. He does have the ability to play there. Wow, this Ajax kit is absolutely beautiful. And this will be the starting 11 to take on Liverpool. Now, we've been playing with the sliders. I don't have a full set yet. I've been working with some sliders from Operation Sport and then tweaking them to suit our game style. 5 minutes seems to be okay again now. We're not having ridiculous goals all the time. This is the team to take on Liverpool, though. We really need a big performance here at Anfield as well. And of course, remember last time we only drew against Liverpool because the ball went through a player's head. Yes, it went through a player's head and into the back of the net. Hopefully this time his head will stand strong and that won't be the scenario for us. Absolutely chucking it down in England. This Ajax team really do need a big performance. Now, I think the starting 11 is good. Goalkeeper is somewhere we highlighted in the last episode. You guys have fired in suggestions for that. So hopefully when we hit January in this episode, we'll make our first signing and it will be a goalkeeper. The rest, I kind of want to stick with the youth academy and then any young players that you guys keep suggesting. Although I don't mind the story arc of bringing an ex-Ajax player back to the team. Our Nunes has been an absolute thorn in my side, but Brian Brobby has been a thorn in the side of everybody. So it'll be interesting. Now, doing the Spurs save and doing this one, I'm actually playing Liverpool twice in one day. So we'll see. It'll be interesting to see the difference between that Spurs game and then this one. A point is not good enough, though. Victory is needed against Liverpool. If we don't win this game, we will be out of the Champions League, and then we won't even bother with the Rangers match. When I say out of the Champions League, I mean out of all reckoning, which isn't a good enough performance for this Ajax team, but I do feel like we might be in a minor rebuilding stage, well in timber, when it comes to this team. Go on then. That's not. I wanted Brian Brobby there. But we've got Bergwijn anyway. Oh, that's great. That is great. Wind down now. It's got to be good. Into Brian Brobby. Virgil van Dijk is always going to be difficult to deal with in that position. Grealish is getting the game today. He's actually gone up in rating. That's probably one of the main reasons why I'm playing him. Oh, a load of space has opened up there for Berghuis to make it 1-0 Ajax. Wow, they stood off absolutely everyone. He'll make it 1-0. We haven't really found anyone apart from Brian Brobby yet who's been a major standout for this Ajax side. But that is a massive moment in this game. Look, the two runners there of Bergwijn and Brobby just took Virgil van Dijk and Matip completely out of the way. Berghuis was in acres. First time shot. Back of the net, Alisson can't save it. One of those funky goalkeeper animations there, to be fair for Alisson. Never stood a chance. Now, it's all well and good scoring against Liverpool. I think we scored past them first last time we played them. But it doesn't often stay that way. This is dangerous. Virgil van Dijk will do well, though, holding off Brobby. I'm not going to play too aggressive on the press in this one because I feel like my defending is improving. And I don't want to open up too many gaps here. I really don't. We'll play that one there. Oh, well in timber. What a bit of play that is. Brobby. He's going to find Berghuis again here. I'm just going to take this one out wide. Oh, am I? Bergwijn is making a run down the middle. I have a feeling Virgil van Dijk again will just keep covering those gaps and make life very difficult for me. The pace of Luis Diaz is working wonders for them. Timber is going to stay on Darwin. Oh, he stayed on him, but he couldn't keep on him. Can't wait to have a new goalkeeper in this Ajax squad. I think it's just the first thing I noticed was where we were by a country mile the weakest. And getting a new goalkeeper will probably help Oh, we've given him too much space. And Mohamed Salah does not make mistakes in that position. Really do need a new goalkeeper. This is just great play. Look at that 1-2. Absolutely fooled me. Maybe a better goalkeeper there might have closed the angle better and saved it. But not for us. And at the moment, Ajax knocked out of all European competitions if the scoreline stays this way. Berghaus is going to link up there with Grealish. We're going to try and play that into Berghaus. He doesn't get to it. Brian Brobby gets to the second ball. And he's just so good in front of goal. It's going to be 2-1 Ajax now. We've taken the lead again, but can we hold it? It's such a good finish from Brobby as well, to be fair. No chance for Alisson. He hits it with so much power and venom. This could be an opportunity. Was one for playing through Brian Brobby, but actually Bergwijn's going to be played through. Now, he's not been prolific in these positions so far. He might be this time, and he is. It's going to be 3-1 Ajax just before the half-time whistle blows. That is a mega moment in this. Absolutely massive, because now we have a bit of a cushion, which is all important. Liverpool caught out at the back again. Alisson can't save him this time. I've needed more of that from him. I really have needed more from Bergwijn, and we're going to get it in that moment. That makes the halftime team talk just a little bit easier, doesn't it? Rangers are currently drawing with Napoli. I need a favour. If they draw, they knock us out of European contention. I need Napoli to do me a favour in the rest of that match. Referee, we'll have that. That was reckless from Jordan Henderson. Very bitter. I'm not even sure that was only a yellow, if I'm being 100% honest with you. I'm not sure on that one, but it is what it is. Alvarez now. Grealish. We're doing very well at holding them off at the moment. Again, I did mention that I think now we're in a position. That is good. Oh, he's good. Berghaus is in again. Is this 4? Oh, what a save from Alisson that time round. Nearly 4-1. Liverpool defensively, they need to wake up a little bit, but it's doing me a lot of favours. Good save from Alisson. Oh, I don't like this play. Get to that keeper. Oh, he does. Diogo Jota's just come on for Darwin Núñez, which is... It's just the typical substitution. If you played Liverpool by now, you'll know that at the start of the second half, that is the sub that they will make every single time. Honestly, every time. Oh, that is fantastic defending. And Brian Brobby is going to be played in here. Now, he has been a thorn in their side. And this time, can't put it away. That probably would have finished the match off. Moving the ball forward. Very nice. Now, Jordan Henderson, the man I hate. And well in, Daley Blind. Henderson now. Oh, what ball in. That might be a goal. Yeah, it should be a goal. What a pass that is from Henderson. Absolutely undid us, and they've got so much time left. Liverpool right now are my bogey side, just in this FIFA. They really are. They always peg me back. So I'm just really hoping that we can either get another goal here, or we could just do something that upsets them. But that isn't a bad move, because Brian Brobby in this position can still be dangerous. Alisson with a great set. And what happened there? Okay. Berghaus. Waited. Oh, that's lovely. Brian Brobby might have taken too heavy of a touch. He's still going to land to him. Brian Brobby may have just won this one for Ajax and given us just a slim hope that we can be playing European football after Christmas. 4-2 now, Ajax. Liverpool being undone at the back again. Really good interception from Alvarez and just well played in for Berghaus. Touch was so heavy from Brian Brobby there. I was nervous. Oh, Timber's made a massive mistake there. And Jordan Henderson, heavy touch. What a save. Get to that. Oh, we do. Oh, my God, the goalkeeper. Fair play he got there. Jordan Henderson with a really heavy touch, but okay. Brian Brobby's going to be knocked off the ball. It's Robertson now. Well in Timber. That is better from him. And there we go. We can get the ball out again for the first time. Mohamed Hilatan. He's going to play that one out wide to Brobby. He's then going to try and play that back across to him. Oh, he's got all the space in the world to run. First goal for me. Oh, what a save from Alisson. Well, Liverpool at the moment set to lose this one. Let's just play this corner in. Good one. Oh, it's a very good one, Daley Blind. Alisson saves it again. Well, we have a free kick in just an extremely dangerous position. Do I have anyone... He's left-footed, though. So let's just see what Mohamed can do here. Go for it. I don't know how this is going to go. It's going to curl. They probably want it there, right? If it's going to curl. Let's see. A few bars of power, because we're pretty close. And... oh, my God! Yorkie scores a free kick on FIFA 23. It took me an entire year to never score a free kick once. That's his first goal here for us as well. And I'm going to do it with a free kick. Oh, my God. I am the happiest I've ever been. This is a great free kick as well. I quite like the new free kick system then, obviously. And, I mean, there's no chance there for Alisson. That is a perfect free kick, to be honest with you. Absolutely fantastic. And I get my first free kick of FIFA 23. It's actually the first free kick I've scored since, like, FIFA 20. 5-2 Ajax. I said there weren't as many goals since we've switched to sliders, and I can promise you there isn't. Just Liverpool, when you play them, they're so good coming forward, but they're also extremely bad defensively. They leave so many gaps for you. Other teams will not do that for us. 5-2. Let's see what the Rangers score was. Is there still hope? Rangers lost 2-1 to Napoli. We might still have European football if we can beat them now. Another Daley Blind transfer offer. I just don't want to let him go. He played really well in that last game, but because of his age, maybe we just make that decision. 12 million wouldn't be bad to have in our budget. We actually don't have anyone to replace him right now, though, so we will reject it for now. Until I can figure out a replacement for him, it'd be a silly transfer for us to make. We definitely would need someone who could play his position before I could just let him leave. One of the most important things in this is the scout reports. I think at 17, you're not going to be good enough. And we're trying to just find the creme de la creme of what we can from every nation. We haven't really found a great Dutchman yet. It'll be interesting to see what Morocco brings back. But unless they're in the higher close to $1 million, I think any one of these is worth signing. Okay, 14.5 now for Daley Blind. And I do have time to scout another centre-back. I think youth should prevail in this team. He's 32. He is out of contract as well. Let's remember that. He is going to be out of contract, and he doesn't want to sign a new one here at Ajax. I've tried it. He doesn't want one. So I'm going to accept this for RB Leipzig. Now, we are going to skip and play this one. And I'm tempted just to play the highlights. To be 100% honest with you, I think that might be the fairest way to do it. Strongest starting 11 I can really come up with. Class and will start in this one. We played the highlights last time. It didn't work. So let's hope that this time around the highlights will go in my favor. Huge night at home then. We win this one. And we do have at least some European football for after Christmas. If we don't win this one, of course we won't. Now, we come into this still 0-0 and a corner kick. And a corner kicks that I'm definitely getting better at because I'm understanding now what I'm trying to achieve with these corner kicks because it's a curled corner kick and Klaassen should be making that 1-0. It's still 0-0 though. We're going to have an opportunity here to try and break them open. Probably a poor ball in that to Bergwijn, but, I mean, we still have the football. Do with a little bit of help. I'm going to get that in the shape of Alvarez, who can't find a ball through. Still 1-0 Rangers. At this moment in time, we're going out. And you have to hope you're blessed with the highlight gods, to be honest with you. We need 2 goals. Go on then, Brian. Go on then, Brian. He's in. Oh, he's offside. Are you kidding me? Still 1-0. And at this stage, Ajax are being knocked out of Europe. But I like leaving it in the hands of the gods. Brian Brobby. This has to be a goal. Brian Brobby. That's 1. We need another opportunity. Get the ball. We need another opportunity. Will the game allow us to? Still 1-1. And an Ajax counter. It's probably all going to go down to this one. We win it. Klaassen. Brobby. Plays the ball in behind to Tadic. Dusan Tadic. To play it across. For a goal for Bergwijn, and he will make it 2-1 Ajax, and that might just guarantee us European football. Oh my God, what a way to do it. I love these moments. I'm not even going to lie. The fact that it takes a certain element out of your hand, which makes it just that little bit less cheesy when you only play the attacking ones. And that will be the full-time whistle. Ajax will be playing in the Europa League after Christmas. And I can't believe it, but we've gone and done it. Absolute scenes. 2 very late goals. Brian Brobby and then Bergwijn after that through ball to Dusan Tadic. And what a massive moment that is for us. I do apologise, Rangers fans, but it was needed. That was very much needed. And we will have Europa League football, which hopefully will keep them moderately happy. A ridiculously difficult group for me, though. So Ferreira does have his position change now. And we're going to do it and see what he goes to. Goes to 69. Okay, so we will keep him, the magic number 69, as a right winger. But just knowing that he can play right wing, centre forward, striker and cam is wonderful. And his potential has actually gone up. I think this guy might end up being a beast. I want to get him a little bit higher rated yet, but I think he could be fantastic. I do need to improve his weak foot, though, because 1-star weak foot is extremely worrying. I have a final scout report on Thiago Almada as well. Some of you guys wanted me to sign. As we're heading towards January, I'm going to try and make some transfers here. I'm going to try and sign Lorenzo Luca, who is a really good, young, talented Italian. And we're going to try and make that deal permanent. He's improved a lot, and they'll accept the 6 million of his value. And we could just get this deal permanent. Now, he's not the only player who is already at the club that I want to bring in. Rotation is hopefully what I'll accept, yeah. 5 years? I've got no one to accept 5 years yet, but okay, he's going to accept the 5 years. And now I'm be less reluctant to give him game time because they wanted to recall him, but now he's going to be a permanent signing at the club. We actually get an A for that. Okay, because the asking price was 9 million and I just paid straight up what he was worth. As I mentioned, he's not the only player I want to make a permanent fixture here. I can't say his name correctly, but I want to sign him. And now I don't know how much money this one's going to take. His value will be not that much higher. Let's offer a transfer fee here of just 10.5 again. Hopefully Juve will just be very much accepting. That is not something I want to do. Remove exchange player. Offer 11.4 million then, and hopefully they'll accept that, and they will. So 2 very big moves, but players we already had at the club. It's a young team, and we've got to sort out who's going to cut it here at the club, but these 2 I've been really impressed with. Now, his wage is probably going to be higher, and he probably wants important, which makes it a little bit more difficult to negotiate. He's versatile, 5 years, maybe? Oh, we're actually going to get 5 years twice now. I wish he'd told me what wage he wants, because I was kind of hoping to undercut him. I'm going to offer him exactly what Juve are giving him, and hopefully he doesn't laugh us out the room. Surely this is okay. Okay, that's reasonable. We might have paid a little bit over the odds wage-wise. We'll see what they give us transfer-wise for this one. We got an A in the last one. Yeah, I thought we might have got an F on this one. We were still below the asking price, though. That's 2 players in now that secure our future a little bit there. Now, Grealish is actually going to have his contract expiring, which would be horrendous for us right now because he is one of the better players. Hopefully, we can just negotiate this one. 2 years, perfect. He'll be tied down now at least. Another player whose contract is up is Pasveer, but I mean, he's 39, so he's just going to leave, I'm afraid. Daley Blind will move on from the club. I think that's a great move for him to go to RB, to be honest with you. So the 2 players have been recalled, but then they're just going to join us instantly because we knew they were going to be recalled, and I really didn't want to lose them. So they go back and then come straight back is, I'm guessing, what's going to happen there. Another scout report from Brazil. Still nothing from Morocco, though, which is a little bit weird. And Brazil started really strongly, but hasn't continued in that rich vein. And Holland just hasn't. It's just not given me anything. Like, we've got absolute scraps from Holland, which is a real shame because being Ajax, we want good young Dutch talent. So with it being January, there was obviously one key position that we needed to improve if we improve anything in this team in this window, and that is goalkeeper. 2 unbelievable suggestions were Mark Flecken and also Justin Bijlow. Obviously, more upside for Bijlow, and it does weaken one of our rivals. So we're going to go for him first, but if we're way priced out of the move, Flecken might be the next option because he will be far cheaper of a deal for us. Oh, okay. So we stuck with strict negotiations, and Feyenoord just aren't willing to negotiate. So it will be Flecken. I actually quite like that. Now, they reckon we can get him for 16.5 million. I'm going to try and get him cheaper than that with Ajax. We like to negotiate smart deals here at Ajax. I'm going to say 15 million. This is really a huge upgrade at goalkeeper as well for us. Well, that's just not going to be the case, is it? That was a terrible suggestion of a player exchange. We're going for what they said, 16.5, and hopefully that will get this deal over the line. And I can feel just a little bit better with the goalkeeper situation. It has been very worrying at how poor we are when it comes to goalkeeper. Once crucial, not a surprise, and not a problem for me. 5-year deal for a goalkeeper? 3-year is probably more reasonable. I'll accept that. Release clause? No, we're going to deny that one. If they come back with one that is a worthy release clause, we would have contemplated it. I don't know if he'd be expecting a pay rise, but I'm going to offer him 30 grand a week, because I really don't want to lose out on this deal. This is a huge deal for us. Now, if you haven't seen this cutscene before, this is the cutscene for every single transfer, near enough. There's only, I think, 2 or 3 different cutscenes for when you get a new transfer. It's a little bit frustrating, but hopefully they'll build on this as the years go on. We can only hope that. But there we go. We now have ourselves a true number 1 in this Ajax team. That is huge. Now, they only gave me a D for that, which is, I don't know, just seems a bit harsh. Now, I am going to start Bassi as our centre-back. This is how we're going to line up. You may be thinking you should be replacing Daily Blind. I don't feel like we should. I'm actually pretty happy with our situation. Plus, we've got Kick Pierre, who I want to actually start giving some game time. He's a good young centre-back. So we're going to try and incorporate him into the team where we can. Transfer offer for Tadic from Liverpool. I feel for, like, realism, maybe that's a deal we've got to accept now. I am trying to loan out some of the youngsters here to help improve them. There is some really good young players in this team, but I mean, Dusan Tadic at the age of 34 to Liverpool. But let's negotiate it. Let's try and get 18 million. I think we let this deal go through as well, though, because we've got Cohen Sao. He can play there as well. He can play right wing, so it might be Dusan Tadic's time. This also, at the same point, could just anger and enrage all the Ajax fans, but I just feel like if we can make the money on him now, it makes sense. I don't think 18.2 million is that much more. They're really not looking to pay that bit more, but let's try like 17. We just add a little bit on. I just want to get a little bit more on top of what we were getting. They're going to pay that. That's a decent deal. I have to remember as well, our youth academy star is a right winger, and Tadic has already gone down by 2. Finally, a monthly scout report from Morocco. Let's see what they have to offer. The next Hakim Ziyech would be good, but I don't know if we're going to get one now. It appears I actually missed a scout report in between, and the only player that was decent... Oh, okay. Okay, we'll sign this guy. Oh, okay. Obviously, a name I can't say. We're going to call him Saeed because I can actually say that. But that could be the big player from Morocco. Dusan Tadic does leave to Liverpool. I do apologize for all of you that wanted to see him stay at least for this season. I just feel like it makes sense. Because we've got Campos there who's on loan. But to be honest with you, I would rather Cohen Sao or Mohamed played there. So that's genuinely what I'm going to do. We just need to make Cohen Sao happy again. This is the first time I've got to see the deadline day stuff. And I like it. This is actually really well done. You can't see it too well. But if I move here, you can kind of see the situation here. The top deals is still there and the latest deals. Interesting to see where some of the players are going as well. But I don't know. I think they've done a good job on the menus. It's hard to just say really nice stuff when it's a menu design that is making me happy, but I think they've done a good job. All we really need to do here is just continue to loan some of the young players out. I'm happy with our starting 11 for the rest of this season, and then we'll start bleeding in the academy players next. Oh, late in the hour, big transfer offer for Timber from Wolves. We wouldn't have enough time to replace him. Because it's Wolves, I'm going to reject it. But I think if one of the big sides come in, because this is what Ajax do. They have these great young players and then sell them for a ton of money. If one of the big teams comes in, we'd probably have to say yes. And that is not a position we've got a lot of depth in. What I'm liking to see here as well in the latest deals is that Caio Jorge has gone out on loan. I'm not sure we used to see too many AI to AI loans in the past. Skriniar has actually gone to Tottenham, which is potentially a deal. John Stones has gone to Atletico Madrid. Lucas Hernandez to Arsenal. Now, we've got a loan offer for Kenneth Taylor. Now, considering how stacked we are in the centre of the park, and I think this guy's going to be great for us at 20. I think he's going to be unreal. I'm actually going to let him go if we can get a decent deal. Obviously, I don't want any payment after. There isn't long left of deadline day, so we'll see if they're quicker to get deals done this time round. But my expectations aren't very high. We're going to have 1 hour for that deal to go through. To be honest with you, I don't think it will happen. We're seeing players like Harvey Elliott go out there and Waldschmidt as well. We want Jensen off the team. I'll accept it. Again, I just don't think there's going to be time left. I could be reading into this way too soon, but seeing those kind of loan deals excites me because you just didn't see these happen a lot in the past, and now we're getting to see them. I think that's a great addition to the transfer market. Well, they're still making offers, but we did manage to squeeze them through. Now, we got one for Pierre. I'm just going to reject this because that won't happen now until next season, and we'll assess that at that point. But this is the transfer dealings we did. We also went out on loan. Fitzjim went out. We loaned quite a few players out. Obviously, we made big money on Tadic. But apart from that, I was mainly loaning players out and getting out some of these young players to improve. And then, of course, the big transfer for us was Flecken. But I feel like we also improved our youth by bringing in Luca and Mohamed as well. I think we've done really good business there. Daily Blind leaving as well. I have no idea who this team is that we have in the Europa League, though. I've got zero idea who they are. But I'm looking forward to playing them. It's time for the first leg against Lechia Gdansk. That's the best you're going to get out of me. I can't pronounce barely any of these players' names. This is going to be the starting 11. It's full strength. We're going to play the highlights for the first one. And then I think, depending on the scoreline for the second leg, We'll either play the highlights or we'll play the full game. Now, I really want a good run in this European competition. I think the Europa League is actually something with Ajax we could win. We're going to open up here with a penalty. It's 0-0. Berghaus is over it. Is he the right man for the job? Or would that be Brian Brobby? It's not. It's a bit buggy. It's not letting me change kick taker. Bergwijn's not bad at them. I actually think Berghaus is probably the best penalty kick taker. Now, I'm horrendous at the... Oh, he's just... He just took it. He didn't give me a chance. Give me a bit more time, EA. Right, it's back with us. Crossing opportunity. Kudos. Into Brian Brobby. Back then to Kudos. Bergwijn now has been found. Bergwijn across. Could not find Brian Brobby. Can I win this header? I can. Oh, that's just wonderful football. Cohen now actually getting game time in the team. That should make him happy. Berghaus has to do better there. Still 0-0. And we have a solo run. I don't know who it's going to be with. I think Cohen is going to get to it. Cohen first goal here, surely, for Ajax. Cohen does find the back of the net, and it'll be 1-0 Ajax. The away legs can always be more difficult. It's still 1-0. Apparently, another solo run for Cohen. I'm going to... Oh, okay. I didn't pass that. I didn't even press pass there, although Brian Brobby now is going to be put in. Brian Brobby to make it 2. Oh, he does. Of course he does. Our number 9 never misses. We're still 2-0. And at this stage... It's not looking too unlikely that we actually play the second leg as Bergwijn's through here and surely ties this one up. He does. There we go. No problem for us here in, I'm going to say Poland. Could be wrong. But not many issues for us here. Bergwijn will make it 3-0 and that should be the game done. Oh, we're going to have another chance. We might just quick sim the second leg then. I mean, I know we're progressing this way quicker, but I'm actually enjoying it because we're seeing the story develop really quickly. That was poor for me. We've got a free kick. And if you don't know, now you know. I'm good at these now. So I'm not using Dusan Tadic though. So we're actually going to whip this one in with some curl. I'm going to put that about there. And we'll take it. Wijndal's got the football here now. Good play from him. Back to Cohen with the finesse. I don't know. They're not good that year. It is a 3-0 victory in the end, which does mean we're not going to play the second leg. I don't see there being any need to play it. Just going to hope by the grace of the gods that is EA that we get through it. Surely we get through it. And we win it 2-1. Fantastic. It'll be interesting to see who we get next. Freiburg. Okay, that could be a very interesting game. Here we go then. Freiburg first leg. This is going to be the starting 11. This is a much stronger team, obviously, than what we just played. We're going to play the attack-only highlights for the first leg. And then the plan is if the game's still close, we will play the entirety of the second leg in the next episode, though. I think that will be the plan to do it in the next episode because a lot has gone on in this one. I didn't even realize how long I've been recording for. A lot has happened in this episode. I'm excited to gauge your guys' reaction, actually. We are going to have what they're calling right now as a crossing opportunity. Didn't feel like that was a crossing opportunity. We're going to have a solo run here, though. It is going to be Mohamed. What can I do with it? Well, I'm not silly. I'm going to play Bergwijn there, who might score here. Oh, what a save. Well, Freiburg have the lead, but it is an Ajax counter-attack. This is the kind of move I was waiting for. The counter-attack. What was that, Alvarez? What? Okay. I was waiting for that kind of move. And, yeah, it didn't work out, did it? We're going to have Kenneth Taylor now in a crossing opportunity. Brian Brobby. It's not a bad ball in the end. What happened there? We're going to keep the football, though. Taylor, get to that. He just doesn't have the pace. Still, 1-0. Ajax attack. Is it an Ajax attack? Where are the rest of the team? Brian Brobby, be my hero. Brian Brobby is my hero. 1-1, which is huge when you think about it going into the second leg. This is massive. And it will end 1-1, which is what we expected, to be fair. Much tighter game. A huge second leg now away in Germany. Can we get the victory we need? We'll find out, though, won't we, in the next episode. Before we round this one up, though, let's take a look at the Youth Academy, how we're looking. Should also show you the standings in the league. It's a very tight title race this year. I personally think PSV have probably got the better side out of the two of us. But it's a very, very tight title race this year. So we will be keeping an eye on that in the next episode. And in terms of development, we should mention we're seeing some good development from the younger players. You see here, Windell now up to 82. Bassey's gone up by 4. We're getting it. Kick Pierre now. He's getting that now. He's getting the game time. Timber up by 4. We're seeing unbelievable growth, if we're being honest. This team is already miles better than the team that we had at the start of the season. Kudos nearly an 80 now. Berghaus is still going up as well, which is impressive there. Klassen may be on the transfer list next season. Bergvine up by 3. Nasi Univar, excited to get him back. Cohen Sao now up by 3 now that he's getting game time. Brian Brobby has gone up by 4. He's an 80 rated already. So we've seen ridiculous growth. And this is how the youth academy is looking at the moment. We've built it, in my opinion, pretty well. It's quite clear that Bruno Ferreira is going to be the man that's called up at the end of the season. I usually wait until the end of the season to call up a bunch of youth players unless it's needed. Aside from him, there are some glimpses of players here that could be good. I'm not going to say there isn't, but there is a lot that leave a little bit to be desired. The 15-year-olds, though, could end up being that good. They could end up improving that much. So we'll have to keep an eye on players like Igor Alves and stuff like that. But, I mean, Barbosa looks like he could be an absolute beast. But at the moment, Bruno Ferreira is by far the standout in this youth academy at 18. But that will be it for this episode. Big game against Freiburg in the next one. It feels like in this series, all we do is play big games. And depending what happens, we'll probably finish the season. There's not that long left to go in the Dutch calendar. Maybe we play the AZ game as well. Not that long to go. Again, keep leaving your transfer suggestions. There is a focus on youth in this one. I need to make that very clear. We're kind of using this to see how we can do with player growth and youth academy. It's a learning process for all of us involved. I appreciate each and every one of you. Thank you very much for watching, and I will see you in the next episode.